The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
During COVID, a friend of mine called me about somebody that was on a respirator. And he was a man about my age. And he said he's really giving up. He's really giving up. There was no way to go visit him, obviously. But I was able to get to not going to get into how, but I was able to get a tablet next to him, and I was able to talk to him. And the doctors had said he's giving up. He's giving up on his life. And they said, talk to him. I said, what can I say to him? So I said, imagine you're a great-grandfather, and you're sitting by your table, and all your great children and grandchildren are sitting around you, and you're singing Chasal Seder Pesach. Just imagine that. Hear the music. He opened his eyes to look at it, which Meshuggah is talking to him. He's like, he doesn't know he was going to make it the next second. So I said, should I tell you a secret? I won't tell anyone, so please don't share this with anyone. My mother should only know. I'm 16 years old in camp. When we got into a car, the camp car, we hot-wired it. I didn't know how to do it. Somebody else did. And then the trick was, which bacher can get behind the wheel and go 100 miles an hour? Yes, I think every bacher should bench goimel, especially in my circles. But it was the most irresponsible, ridiculous, absurd thing to do. But that's what we did. And there was one bacher that was really good at it. And he said, let me tell you the trick, okay? He said, you buy good life insurance policy? The trick is, keep your eyes on the road. In other words, don't look at the steering wheel. Pick the furthest distance that you are, and instead of trying to figure out how to steer the car, just look at the furthest distance, and your hands follow automatically. I'm not going to tell you what happened afterwards. Boy, did we get into trouble. But, it's a very good point. And then I read in different drivers' things that this is a common accepted practice. And racing car drivers are told the same thing. And pilots. Don't figure out, okay, the road's turning right, let me turn right. Let me turn left. I can't turn so fast. What's going to be? And overcorrect myself, right? Forget the steering wheel. Your eyes, your car will go where your eyes are. Pick the furthest distance and let your hands naturally go there, but focus on the furthest part. He said, focus on your life, where it's headed. Focus on where your life is headed. Think how much nachas you can have. Forget about COVID. Forget about the respirator. Forget about everything. And the guy pulled out. He told me later, not because of you, but it helped. In our lives, when you're young, finals can be overwhelming. Frustrations can be overwhelming. No one understanding your pressure taking tests could be overwhelming. Papers could be overwhelming. Family situations could be overwhelming. There's just the Yetzer Hara burning within us. I'm going in two different directions. Where do I go? How do I work this out? There are a lot of frustrations when you're young. That's if everything goes normal. Look at the distance. Imagine yourself sitting by a Seder table and you're a grandfather, a great-grandfather with everyone around you. And you're telling them, I also went through Nisyanis, don't worry. And your life will go that way. Very interesting. So are you going to say, what are you rushing me for? Right? I didn't even graduate yet. You're already turning me into a great-grandfather? I said this story a billion times. And my father, when he first came to America, he never saw an elevator. He came from a little town called Sokolov. And he was in Manhattan. He sees these doors open, and a little kid goes skipping in. The doors close. A few minutes later, the doors open. This old man walks out. He goes, I'm not walking into that machine. I don't know what it does to you. So you're saying, what are you, hey, take it easy on us. You make me a Zayda? No. Every day, to become that grandfather, that's an accumulation of every single day in your life up until that time. And life changes.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org